Good evening. Everyone was looking great tonight. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to put on the suit. I was about 8 years old when I started wanting to comb my hair like Dad. I watched him get ready for work like, hey, Mom, I'm going to jail now. Dad's worked at Ace Park Garage here in the city for 25 years. His left foot aches from time to time because that's the one that hits the ground first every time he steps out of a car. Mom's worked at the In-N-Out Burger since '98, waking up at 5:30 a.m. every day, prepping the restaurant so he can operate. It's work they just kind of fell into and held on to sustain themselves, my sister Laura and myself. They both worked long days, and my uncle who lived with us worked nights as a welder. He would pick us up from school, and I'd spend hours helping him with projects in the garage. Little Anthony and the Imperials on the record player, the smell of WD-40, tinkering with cars, bicycles, fixing parts. We always struggled with cash, but Dad knew how good we had it. He always said, we might not be millionaires, but we're rich in health, and we're rich in being together. So he told me, hey, work is good, but it's also good if you're doing work and helping others. So as a kid, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a firefighter. I'm gonna be a police officer so I can help people. So in high school, I enrolled to the Richmond Police Explorers. It's like the Boy Scouts of the police department. So we had physical training twice a week. We had to polish our boots, learn radio codes, polish our brass for inspection. The whole plan was to become a Richmond cadet in the police department. But I graduated during that crazy time when there was a lot of shootings on I-80. And I was driving one day and a van started tailgating my car on the highway. Well, I switched lanes and the van switched lanes right behind me. So I pulled up to the stoplight at the Hilltop exit, and as soon as I look over to the left side of me, I see the passenger pull out a gun and he starts shooting at the car. So it was the last bullet that hit me here in the shoulder and it lodged across, and that bullet's still here in my neck. So I stopped the car, I put it in neutral, and one of the trainers from the Richmond Police Department, she instantly recognized me because she was patrolling that day. And she came back around and she didn't call an ambulance, she called a helicopter. So I was airlifted to John Muir. So I lived at the Kaiser Acute Care Center for 7 months, relearning how to talk, how to eat. All these things that I basically took for granted. It was so vulnerable. Parts felt like torture. I'm just trying to rebuild every piece again. So after that, Mom said, hey, Diego, let's look for another career path. And she'll vouch for that. She's over there. So I went down to Laney College to inquire about their welding program, and there it was again, the smell of WD-40. Not long after, Mario from JVS showed up at one of my classes. JVS is one of the employment programs at Tipping Point funds. So Mario goes, hey, we can help you build a resume, get your certifications. Do you need a bus pass? So we can help you build a career. So to me, it sounded pretty unrealistic. Why would anyone want to help me so much? But it was for real. And once I got in the program, Mario would call me all the time. It was almost like, hey, hold on, brother. My mentor's calling me. Hey, Diego, did you work on that application? It sounds like you're not busy, so maybe you should work on it right now. So it got to the point where I was like, well, does he want the job or does I want the job? I never had support like that before. So one day Mario said, hey, the East Bay Municipal Utilities District is having an apprenticeship for the Central Machine Shop. He goes, I feel like you'd be a great candidate for it. So I was hungry for it, and JVS made sure that I was prepared. I went to the shop every day to practice on all the points I needed to hit. Like, okay, here's a blueprint. They need you to machine this. They need you to weld this. They need you to pipe fit this. So I drilled the steps over and over again. I got the apprenticeship. I showed up ready to learn, and I haven't stopped since. I've been promoted twice. And today, 5 years later, I'm a journeyman machinist at East Bay Mud. I'm in charge of the reservoirs and regulators, taking care of motors and pumps that get water up to the top of the hill, and maintaining the basins that gravity feed all the homes and businesses, making sure people get fresh drinking water and the right water pressures. I make over $140,000 a year. I have full medical and dental benefits and a retirement savings plan. That was my ultimate goal. And then I wanted to keep going. Last year, I bought a 3-bedroom house. Right after I bought the house, my parents were getting closer to retirement. So they'd been renting all my life, and they were trying to figure out what came next. So I told Mom and Dad, hey, you should come and stay with me till you find your next spot. You guys can have a main bedroom with a bathroom in it. So after a few weeks, Mom goes, hey, we don't ultimately have to move. So I brought my family with me, and that's something I said with real pride. Life takes unexpected turns, and I know that firsthand. Almost every day now, I think to myself, you guys are paying me to do what? I get to go up to a reservoir site and enjoy the view, take a fresh breath, and I know it's something that's not promised to me forever. I get to work with my hands and serve my community. It's just like Dad said, it's nights like this where I get to gel my hair back, and I feel incredibly rich. I have my health, my wealth, and my family. I just want to give a special thanks to the Tipping Point community, JVS, all the donors, all the contributors. If it wasn't for all of you guys here, then I wouldn't be standing up here today, and I wouldn't have much of my success here. So I just want to say thank you.